Now, I did promise you a very, very young author, and guess what? She's here. Corinne Anaya Clark burst onto the scene with her debut book, Chronicles of Corinne, 7 Days of Fun, at just 4 years old. Since then, she has achieved her ambitious challenge of publishing 7 books by her 7th birthday later this month. And she joins us to talk more about this milestone. Corinne, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. On the 23rd of October was my birthday.
Really? And the book was published on the 23rd or even before that? Wow.
And one of them came out before, but they were published on the 23rd.
Now, Corinne, you have 7 books by the age of 7. That is like, wow, such a big task. Why did you want to do something like that?
Well, I decided, why not?
Simple. Why not? Yeah? Now, from your first book, you would have done Chronicles of Corinne, 7 Days of Fun.
Yes.
How did that book come about? Like, how did you start writing that?
Okay, so when I was 2 years old, I started reading. And then when I was 4 years old, I decided, instead of continuing just reading, I decided I'd start writing. And I told my mom I wanted to write a book, but she did not listen. I'm looking at you.
So when mommy didn't listen, what did you do?
I kept asking her, and she didn't, and she kept, and every time I asked her, she didn't listen, and I got so fed up that I just started writing.
Wow. You started writing, and then mommy took over the reins and got it published and stuff?
Yes.
That is interesting.
But by the time she found out about that, the book was already done.
Now, Corinne, I heard that you write the book, you tell them what pictures to use, what colors to use. You're very active, right? Why do you do all those things? Why don't you let mommy choose the colors or daddy choose what to put in it?
Excuse me?
You want to be part of it?
It is my book. I will choose every single thing about it. Wow. Everything.
Now, you're on your 7th book. Which one is the 7th one? This one?
No, well, no, actually,
not yet.
This is the 6th one.
Right. And what is the 7th one about?
The 7th one is Chronicles of Corinne Meet My Heroes. And that one is about my heroes like Keyshawn Walcott and College Boy Jesse.
Wow. Keyshawn Walcott and?
College Boy Jesse.
College Boy Jesse. Why those two?
Because I very much like Calypso, and College Boy Jesse inspires me to make my own Calypso song.
Wow.
And for Keyshawn Walcott, he inspires me because he honors Trinidad by winning silver medals and gold medals, never bronze.
So, Corinne, you're not only a writer, but you sing as well, or you have plans to sing in the future?
I have already sung.
Really? Tell me, which song?
Happy Birthday, Jesus, and my preschool play.
Oh, so actor as well? Actress?
Basically.
Basically. Dad, I'm going to bring you in here. You have a very, very ambitious daughter, right? 4 years old, first book, 7 years old, 7 at that time. I mean, how did you, and maybe this question should be for mommy, but how did you develop that sense of reading and writing in younger Corinne?
So you're right about this one being for mommy, because I think Corinne picked up this because of the love that her mom and my wife has for reading, and her grandmother as well. So Corinne's birthday was Sunday. She got 4 books. And how many have you finished already? 3 books, and these aren't books this size. These are chapter books with over 100 pages. She just gobbles up those pages.
Wow.
I try to keep up. She reads faster than me. I'll be honest about that. She does.
I finished a 37 chapter book already.
Wow. So what kind of books do you like reading, Corinne?
Me, well, I like reading books with action, interesting plots. My, how the tables have turned.
And do you write about those things as well, or do you write about different things?
Well, I don't really write about those things, but I do write in my journal.
So you journal as well?
Yes.
About what happened in the day, or what kind of things you put in your journal? Very interesting personal things that you don't want to share with nobody else?
Secret diary.
Now, Corinne, one of the books that I was excited to see was this one. Everybody has been talking about this one. Your Journey to See Granny. Tell us about this book.
Well, my great-grandmother passed away last year, and I wanted to let everyone know how great she was and how honored she was.
Wow. So this is like a tribute to Grandma in a sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
you like literally just read it on the book.
Wow, this is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Now, Dad, and I'm not sure if Corinne can speak to this as well. I read that she was invited to Montserrat Reading Festival. I mean, yes, tell us.
Literacy Festival.
Wow, so
In
you're going to
November.
Montserrat?
Yes, next month, 17th to 20th.
Wow, and you're carrying some of your books across there as well?
Yes,
And you're going to be reading for a big audience?
yes,
You think you're going to be scared?
no,
You sure?
yes,
You could read for like crowds of people
yes,
without getting scared?
yes.
Wow. Dad, how does it feel? I mean, your young daughter is in this book festival in the region.
To be honest, Corinne's confidence is on a different level.
Yeah.
Things that take us years and years to develop after just doing presentation in boardrooms and so forth. Corinne has that from young. So the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very proud of her. We're very
Dad,
proud
what
of
is the
her.
secret? I know there are a lot of young parents, or even parents, because I mean, you are a young couple. You're a young parent. You have a young daughter doing this amazing work. What is the secret?
I can't say there's a secret, but what I'd say is when your children ask for something or they say they want to do something, support them and try to do it in the biggest way possible. So if they say, I want to have a red carpet event for their birthday, you're thinking in your head, a red carpet, you're 2 years old.
Yes.
Why? But anything they ask for, you give them as much as you can. So therefore, it shows them there's no ceiling
Yeah.
to keep pushing, dream big and get what you want.
Now, in addition to dreaming big and pushing, I'm also wondering about the extracurricular activity aspect, because this was sort of an extracurricular activity for Corinne, and she changed it into a business because she's basically a young entrepreneur.
Yes,
and
she's
so,
the
does
CEO
she
of a
still get
business.
time to kind of fall back from this and, let's say, go outside and play or even have time with her friends? I mean, how do you get that balance?
Yeah, so when Corinne sets her mind to it, she makes sure she plans her time. So
Right.
from a very young age, if we say, Corinne, we're doing something at 3, she is on board at 3. If it passes, so let's say this interview. If this interview was running late, you would have known, because she would have said, Daddy, we're
Time,
late.
yes.
That's so it works well in that sense. So therefore,
Wow.
once the work is out of the way, yeah, she goes outside, she plays with her friends, have a Zoom chats and all of that stuff. So yeah,
So it's
she's
still a balance.
She's very much still a
Okay.
child and having fun.
Yes, Corinne?
I have school today.
So after this interview, you are going to go home, get ready for school? No.
I'm going to San Fernando.
She's going to San
we're taking an
Fernando?
off day today. The family is here, the grandparents are here. So
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
sweet. So Granny is here. Say good morning to Granny.
Morning.
and grandpa and Papito.
Hi.
Now, Corinne, I want to ask you about the doll in your hand. Tell me a little bit about this.
So you see the second book down there? This is the doll for it. It's just in a red version.
Ah, so that's this one, right? Chronicles of Corinne.
Yes, that is where my grandparents are from.
Ah, okay. And you would have done a doll to commemorate that. Very nice.
Yes, well, we don't have a doll for every single book. As you can see, we have a doll for this one.
Yes. Okay, nice. And are these available in stores, Dad? Like, could you purchase them in stores as well as the doll?
The books are available paper-based, but everything else is on Amazon.
Wow. Corinne, where do you get the ideas from for these books?
Creativity, imagination.
Really? So some of these stories are just from your imagination? You just sat down and thought about something and wrote it?
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
It's just words on a page.
Now this one is very interesting, Carnival. Tell me about this one.
Well, this one teaches you about the let's say like the service that the carnival characters provide to the community.
And what kind of service is that?
It depends on which one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, depends
Yeah.
on which one.
Yeah. So tell me, which one do we have in this book? Do you remember any of the characters in this book? Which one?
Baby doll, Peregrine, Midnight
You
Robber.
had some of those at your party and
The Midnight Robber and the Peregrine.
And the Peregrine. That's a very colorful one.
Yeah. Yes, a jam and a pan. That smells Japan.
Now, Corinne, let's look at the future. So we have 7 by 7. What are you going to accomplish by your 8th or 9th birthday?
8th or 9th, let's say I'm going to get to, let us say I'm going to go to space.
Or space in your imagination.
Yes.
So that's a hint about what the next book is going to be about.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Chronicles of Corinne, Adventure to Space.
Yes. Yes, and all your readers, because I do see the comments online that on Amazon, people love Corinne. She has this really nice community of people who just love her books. I mean, what kind of feeling does that inspire? Or what do you think you want people to understand when they think about Corinne and the kind of achievement she's gotten at such a young age?
I think I'd like people to know that just don't put limits on children. I mean, a lot of times, some of us adults are jaded by, we had some big dreams, it didn't really happen, right?
Yes.
But when we see young ones like Corinne come in and they're going after the dreams and we're getting success out of it, try not to dampen them in any way.
Yeah.
Always propel them forward. That's what I want people to continue to do.
That's amazing. Yeah. Corinne, I want to know, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Chef.
A chef? Hold on. So you are a writer, you're an actress, you sing calypso and soca, and you're going to do a whole change and become a chef. Tell me.
One, I am a baker. I swim. I do art. I do yoga.
You do yoga?
I do ballet.
You do ballet? Corinne, I don't even do all those things and I'm an adult. How do you get time to do all those things?
I do them all on different days. For like Monday, I do ballet. I can't remember what I do for Tuesday.
Tuesdays are off day, I think.
Tuesdays are off day. Also, Tuesdays are day to breathe.
No.
Oh, you mean from this?
Yes.
You chronicled your 7 days of fun. Interesting. Corinne, well, read me something as you have this book. Today's Tuesday. Read me what you're doing on Tuesday. Yes, tell me what you're doing on Tuesday.
On Tuesdays, we make music. I am a singer and musician. My daddy says I am multi-talented. That means I'm really good at different things. I'm learning how to play 3 instruments: the piano, the xylophone, and drums, plus the guitar.
Wow.
The piano is my favorite. My daddy plays the piano too. I love when we make music together. And here is the picture.
Aww.
I actually have an electric drum set.
Yes, I realize, Corinne. Dad, how do you balance this? Because it's not just Corinne, it's also you and Mommy trying to balance your life with Corinne as well.
It's like today we thought, because the party was on Sunday, yesterday was a holiday, so I mean we had some downtime, so we figured today might be a bit of a step down to when we realized we had this. So it's really a lot. And we're just going to keep supporting her, so whenever she needs the support, we're there.
Wow. Yeah. Corinne, do you have a favorite book?
You mean from all of these?
No, from any of the books that you ever read.
Well, I'm just going to say it's really hard to decide, but once you've read a certain amount of books, it's very easy to pick your favorite.
And how many? Go ahead.
I think my favorite book will be...
So many books she's calculating, Dad. So many books she's calculating.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid, one of those?
Oh yeah.
Which one?
The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Big Shot.
Okay.
It's a new Wimpy Kid book that just came out.
Wow.
Show the picture.
Well, Corinne, let me thank you so much for coming in and sharing your work. We are looking forward to that spaceship book that's going to come out. Can we say next year? Fingers crossed next year?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. We're looking forward to that spaceship book that's going to come out. Dad, let me thank you so much for inviting you on the show. Say bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandpa. See you soon. Say hi, Mommy. Say hi to Mommy.
Anybody you want to say? Anybody else want to say hi to?
I want to give a big shout out to my friends Alyssa, Kai, and Aaliyah. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye.
And that's how we're going to wrap this segment with the vivacious and so ambitious Corinne Clark. Corinne just joined us and shared about her 7 books which she published by the age of 7 years old.